I'm not one to be overly hyped about the heavyweight weight class in terms of upsets, so to speak. I the heavyweight weight class, I love it. We've seen some of the most incredible runs of Tony Nelson, the Gwiz, my personal fave, Kyle Snyder. We had a little Adam Kuhn in there, and then now we are witnessing arguably the greatest heavyweight to ever wrestle in Gable Steveson. It's crazy to say that as an Ohio State fan. It's crazy to say that Gable Steveson would, but he is. He's the best, and he's arguably the best pound for pound guy. Not arguably, he is the best pound for pound guy in college wrestling right now. He won't win the Hodge. Mitchell Messenbrink has been more dominant this year, and Carter Strachey is about to win his fifth. But Gable Steveson, no doubt about it. And I'll just leave it here because I'm preaching to the choir. It's just he'll run through this bracket. We saw it last time against in the Big Ten, and that is arguably some of his biggest matches. But yeah, so let's dive into it. I have Steveson beating Ben Keeter. I am a huge fan of him. I think he is a young gun, and he is going to make a big impact in this tournament. I have him coming in fourth place. He wrestles, he beats Treffin, and then I think he loses to Steveson. Then you got, I think, Hendrickson over Keeter in the fourth place match. I have Kirk beating Hendrickson. I'm cool either way. I want someone to give Steveson a run for his money, and Kirk, off the top of my head, is like he's a national champ. He was so dominant last year. Could he get the job done? I'm willing to give him another shot at it. I am willing to give any Penn State guy a shot at the champ. But Wyatt Hendrickson, he came back for another year. Arguably one of the most dominant heavyweights, in the recent time. And he could give Kirk a run for his money. He's the 2 seed for a reason. He's been undefeated. He went to Oklahoma State. He's been with that dominant team. I have Hendrickson, though, inevitably losing. Heinzelman, the 6th seed from Michigan, he's a tough guy as well. I have him coming in 7th place. He beats Hoffman. Gavin Hoffman's a funny story from Lehigh, former Ohio State guy, goes to Lehigh, coaches. It's like, you know what? I think I'm just going to wrestle. And so I'm hoping Gavin Hoffman can make a run at it. Corey Day is in this bracket, Binghamton's finest, one of the top pinners this year in NCAA. And then Owen Treffin. We have not seen this man lose from Lehigh. So that should be an interesting one. And then one of the biggest storylines, I think, in recent memory, and that's the Colton Schultz storyline. And what kind of version of Schultz are we going to get? Are we going to get NCAA finalist Colton Schultz, or are we going to get 9 seed 5 losses Colton Schultz? I don't want to harp on 5 losses, but I mean, he just lost some matches that I thought he could have won. And I think he can definitely win. Another 2 guys, Nick Feldman, love him. I saw a lot of stuff from him last year. He started off hot this year, kind of stumbled along the way, wasn't the best in the Big Ten championships, but I think Nick Feldman can beat anybody in any given day. I love Seth Nevels. Maryland really brought a crew this season, and I think Seth Nevels is one of the guys leading the charge there. Isaac Trumbull, like him, Dayton Pitzer, Trevor Tinker, Lance Runyon. Lance Runyon can make a Runyon. I have Treffin beating Feldman for 5th and 6th, and Heinzelman beating Hoffman. I think the big storyline here is, does Steveson dominate enough to get the Hodge, and does he do a backflip after he's done? Does he leave the shoes on the mat? Does he go to the Olympics? I think at this point it doesn't really matter what he does. He kind of lost the hype when he kind of ruined it the last time, but I think the big storyline is here for me is Keeter Treffin. I want to see who wins that match. I want to see Kirk Hendrickson. That's another one. Those are the 2 matches that I really am interested to see. And then also, just as an Ohio State guy, I want to see if Feldman, can he make it happen? All right. 285 is complete. Probably not the most exciting weight class this season, but there are some guys in here who could be making a big name for themselves, and some guys who can save their name. So we'll see in Philly this weekend.